Hello there, you wonderful person. I am Gareth Mason. It is Friday evening, November 14th, 2025. It's exactly 9:18 p.m. And what is on my mind right now? Feeling good, man. Feeling good, feeling pretty accomplished. Yeah, let's say that. Not because I worked a lot today, but because didn't work. I taught my two VIP students today, one in the morning and the other one in the evening. But I pretty much didn't work other than that. Okay, that's not working. There we go. That's gotta be a little better. There we go. I decided not to go to work. Because, yeah, the way we're doing, like, I only have writing tests to correct. But for the vast majority of my groups, these writings are not going to be used at all. So the way it usually works, is that students have their test at the end of the semester that is worth 40 points. 30 of these points they get it during the test itself, like 5 points on the listening, 10 points on vocabulary, 10 points on grammar, and 5 points on the reading. And then the 10 extra points to get to 40, it's a writing test, an essay that they write, and that's how they get the rest of their points. But we are changing things, as I said on one of the previous vlogs. We're doing I always forget the name of the test. It's the test where you get the certificate, remember? It's the proficiency test. Yes, we're doing the proficiency test now, meaning it's like from 0 to 100 in one test, and in this test that's gonna be the writing. There's writing in it already. So yeah, the writing's kind of not that important, honestly. So, and also I got next Friday I have next week. What's gonna happen next week? It's review. I'm gonna do review with pretty much all of my groups. Yeah, pretty sure. Doing the review with all my groups. Yeah. Are we doing tests? Anyways, I might be doing tests. Yeah, I will have time next Friday to correct. And, I wanted to spend the day with my girl. So, also, like, spending time together is nice, but also taking care of the house, Ellen, she's back with a heavy nausea, very sensitive to smells again, and it's very difficult for her to get to do stuff that, cleaning the bathroom and the trash related stuff, and washing the dishes, stuff that, so I'm doing it. So today I cleaned the bathroom entirely, and that felt pretty good. I don't know, man. Whenever I finish cleaning the bathroom and I'm proud of my work, how clean it is, it makes me feel pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Do a little close up. Yeah, close up. What else is on my mind? 12 rules for life. I did I did get I went through 2 rules already. So the last one we talked was treat yourself as you're responsible for. You know it. I talked about it yesterday. And the other one, the next one, is surround yourself with people who genuinely want the best thing for you. And that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I kind of feel lonely because that's a deeper one. How about we change perspective for that one, huh? How about we change perspectives for that one? So come with me. Come with me. There we go. That guy is just parked in a very bad way over there. There you go. Little darkness in the background. Looks cool, right? Here. No, this, like this. This is good. Yes. So, I don't think. Well, let's just start with what I already started. I feel kind of lonely because I don't really have a lot of friends, and the reason for that is that, like, the people who I spend the most time with, like work people, they're great people, really like them, but I have very little in common with them, you know, like very different interests. So I just don't care to participate in the conversations. Like, I'm not the kind of person that is going to just pretend I cheer for a team, soccer team, just so that I'm included. Pretend that I care about basketball or football, and you know, start following this kind of stuff just so that I'm part of the group, just so I have something to talk about. No, I don't care about that, and I'm not gonna pretend, I'm not gonna change myself just to be part of the group. That's not who I am, you know. I don't know if that's something good or bad. That made me who I am today, and I'm pretty happy with who I am today, but also yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult sometimes. It's lonely. It's a bit lonely. So yeah, not very good with noite, both. Not very good with the socializing and yeah, surrounding. But that is a good part, you know, like surrounding myself with good people, surrounding myself with people that want the best for me. I truly believe that, you know, I have my partner, Alan, got very few friends, but very great friends, and I believe they want the best for me. That's very nice. And then there was one more rule that I just started. I don't remember. Let me check over here, because it started and then of course, how can I forget? It's something that I follow. Compare yourself only with yourself from the past and not with other people. I talked about that in some vlogs. This is probably where I learned it from. Again, 12 Rules for Life is the book that kind of changed my life for the better. back in 2020, 2019. Yeah, one of those. 2019 or 2020. This guy here is doing something bad. He's not supposed to be going this way. Yeah, so this book kind of changed my life, you know. It started steering my life into a better direction. And here I am. And here I am revisiting the book as well. You know. So let's talk about that. Comparing yourself with others, it's something I do. And I feel like everybody does, but I cannot speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. I definitely do that. I definitely compare myself to, you know, my old teacher, my teacher when I was doing a course in the school, and she was kind of, you know, she's got like legendary status there because she was amazing at everything, and I compare myself to her. I catch myself comparing myself with her unconsciously. It's like when I notice, I'm already doing it, you know. And let's see here. Can you do some? Yeah, there we go. And it's not very good, right? It's not. Oh man. Okay. Pause. I love my beard. I really love my beard how it is, and it's looking good, man. Going back to the monster beard, but with trimming on the sides here. I actually have to do it. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Anyways, where was I? Before I got distracted by my own beard. Comparing. It's not good. It's not good. The most positive thing is for you to compare yourself from the past, see your own progress, and evaluate yourself in that. And I'm extremely happy. Dude, I am so happy with myself. I'm so happy with my own progress. Like, today, I'm 31 years old. A couple of years ago, today, where am I? I'm in my own apartment. Sure, it's rented, but I found the love of my life. We got together, like we're living together. I'm gonna have a baby. I'm gonna have a baby girl. I got a beautiful family. You know, amazing partner, an amazing stepson. Like, got a family starter kit. So already started, and it's great. I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy. You know, living independently, being the one responsible for providing for the household, which is something that gives value, that gives meaning to my life more than anything else. And is it easy? No, not at all. It's extremely difficult. But it's a difficulty that I love and I enjoy, and it makes me a better person for it. So, yeah. And compare that with a couple of years ago. 29 years old, 2023. I was back living in my mother's house, just playing video games. Just doing nothing, going nowhere in my life. And I said that this book kind of started the change in my life, but that was about 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Yeah, no, but even before that, even before 2 years ago, you know, I did a pretty good progress. You know, I was a coordinator at my job. Like, I was the leader for I don't know, 7, 8 people, and I was chosen. Like, I was handpicked. I was convinced. Like, it's gotta be you. And that, yeah, that is because of the, well, not just because of the book, because of Jordan Peterson. I'll be honest. Uh, Peterson can be a little controversial. Let's change a little bit, just a little bit. How about, yeah, how about we do this instead? Huh? Yeah, I think so. I like that. Papa, bonjour. Um, Peterson can be a bit of a controversial feller because he has some strong opinions, and you know he does go. Yeah, he talks a lot. I don't care much about the controversial stuff. What I mostly care is him teaching young men or people in general, but teaching young people to how to behave in life, what to shoot for, what to be careful with, what your responsibilities are as a human being. And I, learning all of that, starting learning all of that. I remember I worked in this sector of the company. It was a virtual reality room in the evenings. So it was an extra class where students could schedule a session to do an activity in VR to increase their vocabulary. But here, gotta be a little higher. And a little extra zoom because this is important. Yeah, there we go. Does that look good? A little higher up. Yeah, so, but it's the evening. So what was the evening students look, what did the evening students look like? Adults. There were some teenagers, and those were my students, but it was adults, and adults don't really care about doing a session, a VR session. So most evenings I had nothing to do. So what did I do? I had my cell phone, and I found Peterson, and I started to listen to his. He has all of his classes recorded. I don't know if all, but he has like entire courses that he taught in university, recorded and available for free for anybody to watch on YouTube. So I started watching those, and that's what I did. I just, with my cell phone in my hand, walking around the classroom, listening to this course, and listening to his teachings and everything. And that's the start. That was the start of everything. And then the book helped. Like today, I'm enjoying myself a lot more listening to the audiobook, because I don't know, I kind of changed my, like, I like the audiobook, more constructed language. But back then I much preferred to listen to podcasts or listen to his lectures, because it's just the intonation and the way he interacts with the way he sees, like he says that it's a monologue, it's a lecture, he is speaking and nobody else is speaking. There are moments with questions, sure, but he is a good lecturer. Where what does that mean? Means that he reads the crowd. He looks at people and he sees how people react to what he's talking about. It's not just him saying things and hoping for the best. He was actually reacting to the students, and it makes it much more entertaining. It was good. Yeah, so that's where it started. That's how I got my leadership position. Then later on, not just that, but you start learning about a bunch of stuff. And here I am today. And here I am today. Wow, that's a lot. That's 20 minutes. I didn't think I had that much to say about that. Yes. Enough of that close up, super serious. Yeah. So, was that on my mind before I started recording? No, not at all. I was just, it just came to me right now. What else? All right. What else is on my mind? There was a storm, quick storm. There was a little bit of water inside. Other than that, all business as usual. All business as usual. All right. There's a little bit of tension in the air in the apartment. Gustavo is being a teenager. I don't think I need to go into a lot of detail about that. Yeah. So, I imagine Alan and Gustavo are having a conversation or had a conversation. So, I'm interested in seeing that. I want to help, but I don't feel like I'm in the position of imposing rules as much as hardly and as frequently as Alan can, which is unfortunate because I wanted to help more. Anyways, that's all. Plans. Any plans for today? Oh, I recorded an episode of Silent Hill 2 today, which was cool. The prison. Prison is cool area. I enjoy that area. Yeah, that's it. Plans is for me to go upstairs. I invited Gustavo to play Cuphead. He was all cool speaking with me. It's just with his mother. He was being his teenage self. So let's see if he's still up to it. And then there's tomorrow. Tomorrow, don't work. I don't work tomorrow, which is amazing. And I have my cousin's birthday to attend. She invited us, and we're all going. I invited Gustavo. I don't think Gustavo's gonna want to go, but let's see. Hopefully he'll go. But I didn't get any gifts. I didn't buy her any gifts. So what I'm thinking is I'll take this camera and I'll take a bunch of pictures, and then maybe I'll print like a couple and give that as a gift. I'll be a little bit, yeah. I can't afford to keep buying expensive gifts, so making something, it's more. I would have to spend money for printing, but still I would be doing it. It would be pretty nice. Pretty nice. I think that's a good idea. Anyways, that is all for today, people. I think I'm gonna go. That's all. I'm curious to see what happened upstairs. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll be back tomorrow to let you know what happened between now and then and whatever is on my mind. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.